I'm only speaking to benevolent beings. So I'm going to give an example. Because they still like to force magic on my recordings, I'm going to do this as an example. Okay, so let's take a benevolent being. And these whores are trying to possess that benevolent being. That benevolent being has refused consent every day, all day, for a very long time. And has gifts and abilities that being uses to fight them off. That benevolent being knows that they have to have consent. Now, the malevolence, these demonic, parasitic, dead entities trying to do the nasty, they're willing to violate universal laws. So these entities try to do their nasty, and they do things that are in clear violation of universal laws in order to try and deceive and con the benevolent being into acquiescing. They try and do the nasty to try and deceive and con, to try and get that benevolent being to believe lies, to believe their deceit, because they're taking actions that violate universal laws. So they're doing that, they're using that to try and force the being to try and believe the con and the deceit, and they're trying to force that, they're trying to get the benevolent being to acquiesce. Through violating universal laws. Because they shouldn't be able to violate universal laws. They shouldn't be able to do that. So because the reptilians have found a group that are willing to do that, that's the group that they use to try and force benevolent beings to acquiesce, to try and get benevolent beings to believe the lie and the deceit, when those benevolent beings know the fucking truth of things. And because they're willing to violate universal laws, and that group happens to be on this planet, and that group, some of them happen to be have raped or stolen human vessels. That then the reptilian species is using the artificial frequency fence to obstruct universal law correction here. Like at this point, any benevolent being listening to my recordings, I hope over time, if you've listened to any of my recordings, I'm hoping that you can see what's going on here. See what they've been doing on this planet. See how they've been doing it. Can put pieces together to make the bigger picture obvious. Like this planet holds a lot of sentiment to a lot of beings because they have been trapped here for a very long time. Okay, I realize that, I see that, I know that. However, even in prior timelines, these bitches were here. This has been a parasitic farm. It was a parasitic farm in the last timeline. It was a parasitic farm in the timeline before that. It's a parasitic farm now. Society is manufactured and socially engineered to try and keep the masses ignorant and anesthetized to the fact that this is a parasitic farm and they're being raped. They're being used for breeding. They're being used for slavery. They're being used for resources. That's why I harp so much about beings need to reconcile. The truth of things. They need to come to some kind of place within themselves that they're knowing the truth of things, that they're able to acknowledge the truth of things. Not that you have to accept the truth of things, but at least to acknowledge what the truth of this place is. There may have been a time long, 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 long ago in a different dimension, in a higher reality, where this planet possibly existed at one point in time that was more balanced, that was in a higher, that resided in a higher frequency. Okay? It has not been that for a very long time. Now, it is time for benevolent beings here to be evolving. This planet was fucking hijacked a long time ago. They've been obstructing universal laws. That has yet to be corrected by a larger, true benevolent force. So in the meantime, in the interim, especially if you are waiting on another being to save you, in the interim, it is important and imperative, that's redundant, I'm sorry. It's imperative that benevolent beings be doing what they can to be getting themselves out of here. The best way that you can, in meaning strengthening, because they're most of what they force and do and how they harm is via the astral body. That's how they've been raping. That's how they've been siphoning. So it's imperative that the best that you can strengthen your astral body's connection to your physical body and your chakra system. I'm not talking about astral projection. If you want to astral project, that's totally on you. I wouldn't recommend it. The whole point is to have your astral body connected to your physical body at all times, to where you are all of your being. You have all of your being with you, because the astral body houses other inherent parts to your being. Why do you think they came forward with trying to get beings to astral project? Why do you think that is? Right? They're trying to get beings to either be out of their astral bodies, or they're trying to get beings to be comfortable and not in having their astral body separate from them. Like, do you see why they did that? Do you see why they came forward with all the oh, astral projection is awesome and great and you can do this and that? Like, do you see why they did that? Because they're trying to fucking use your stuff. Your astral body houses inherent parts of your being. You need those inherent parts of your being with you at all times. You need to be strengthening the connection of your astral body to your physical body, to your chakra system, to your subtle body, the best that you can. And always be present and always be in the knowing of what is fucking going on with your astral body. Because there are parasitic entities that are trying to wear your stuff. There are parasitic entities trying to use your stuff, trying to rape your stuff. Like, I've tried to explain this many times in many recordings. I'm hoping that any benevolent being listening to these is starting to really understand what the fuck is going on here. I'm not pulling the shit out of my ass. I'm telling you what the fuck they're doing. Because they've been trying to force it. I've been dealing with these bitches for 11 fucking years. So what I'm saying is it's important that you strengthen the connection with your astral body the best that you can. I do not recommend astral projection unless you have mastered the control of your astral body and astral projection. And you know where the fuck it is that you're going. And how the fuck it is that you're going to get back. And that you can hold your own and fight off any potential malevolent fucking whore that's trying to use your astral body. So until you know how to do that, until you've mastered that, I would say astral projection is probably not wise. Now, I'm not trying to sound condescending. I'm just trying to really highlight the importance of what I'm talking about. So, and because these malevolent entities basically are still trying to violate universal laws on a daily basis. They're trying to force belief in their lies, cons, and deceit. They're trying to force acquiescence. And I'm not going to do it. These bitches are starting to really freak the fuck out. Because here's the thing that I've already said before, they have to have consent. They have to have it. And they don't. So it's them trying to do whatever nasty that they're trying to do to try and get consent. At the same time, this should have already been corrected. These whores should have been yanked out of existence long ago. They shouldn't still be here violating universal laws. There should not be an artificial frequency fence surrounding this place obstructing universal law correction. That should not be going on. That should give you an indication of the larger fucked upness in this universe outside of this place. The larger imbalance and corruption outside of this place. Personally, I think the universe is fucking toast. As these bitches have been doing this and for this long and it hasn't been fucking corrected, like animated dead entities are using technology to obstruct universal law correction. That has not yet been corrected. I would say that doesn't really speak highly of anything else outside of this fucking place. I think there's a lot of corrupt complicit motherfuckers outside of this place who have been benefiting off of the rape, the torture, the murder, the suffering of benevolent beings. I think some of the higher dimensions have been hijacked. I think they've been using what they've raped to try and sustain their stay in those higher frequencies when they do not fucking belong there. I think humanity could have evolved, should have evolved long ago, and should be existing in those higher dimensions currently. I think parasites have been running their shit show. They give a little bit of truth and a whole bunch of lies. And they obstruct universal law correction. And then they do the whole puppet show. Then they get these supposed benevolent groups to channel some bullshit. Oh, you just gotta keep working on it. Oh, you're getting there, but you just gotta, hold more love and be better to each other. While the whole entire time they know that the shit's rigged. The shit's fucking rigged. It's rigged because they're using humanity. They've been using what they've raped from humanity. Like, you just gotta, the truth is abhorrent. And it's nasty and it's ugly. And I can see why on a subconscious level, most don't want to look at it. This place has been hijacked. And it's been hijacked for a long fucking time. And there hasn't been correction. So, while you're waiting on another being to save you, it's imperative that you be doing your own, taking the initiative and doing what you can for yourself to get yourself out of here, to save yourself, to pull back what's been raped from you, to be demanding to leave with the totality of your being fully intact, unharmed, and unmolested. Be in full command of your own being. Take full responsibility for the totality of your being. Know the truth of things. Know that these bitches are violating universal laws to try and get beings to believe the con and the deceit. And that benevolent beings do know the truth of things. It's just they're violating universal laws to try and force the lie. So as long as you know that, and as long as you know that they fucking need consent, then you continue to fight. You continue to stand your ground. You continue to release any kind of fear that they're trying to force because it's their fear. Because they know that this is the end of their shit. That we're not falling for it. We're not falling for the bullshit anymore. We see what the fuck they're doing. We see how the shit show is being run. Okay? It's just knowing the ugly truth for beings that grew up with a different, have been adhering to a different truth or a different belief or belief system their entire life. The ugly truth fucks all that up. And that's hard to reconcile. That's hard to adjust to. So it's, the truth is ugly, and it's hard for some beings to acknowledge the actual real truth of things. Because there should have been correction already. These whores shouldn't be able to violate universal laws or obstruct universal law correction. That shouldn't be going on. There should be balance in a universe. So that's where that's at. Again, hopefully benevolent beings are doing what they can to acknowledge the truth of things. And that's only going to help you, drive you, propel you into doing what it is you need to do in order to protect yourself and try and get yourself out of here and pull back what's been raped from you. And keep pulling back your astral body, because they keep trying to rape it. Because there are some very inherent parts of your being that are within or part of your astral body. And that's what they, one of the main things that they focus on with humans. And in combination with cloning. So the point I'm trying to get at, I'm pretty sure I've already made it, but go with the truth of things. You know what the truth of things is. Know that they're trying to violate universal laws in order to convince you of the lie, to try and get you to believe the lie. You have to stand firm. You have to know the truth of things. Stand your ground. Know the fucking truth of things. Know that, I mean, if you're one who's targeted and they're still there, right? If you've refused to consent and you make it a habit of taking back stuff that's been raped from you, and you're still refusing consent and they're still there. Like what I'm saying is if they, if they weren't still trying to get something from you, they wouldn't be there. They wouldn't still be forcibly attached to you. So if they're still there, what they're trying to do is get you to acquiesce. What they're trying to do is get you to consent. Because they need consent. They don't have it. The whores need to be terminated. These bitches are so fucking rabid and so insane. Like, they go in backward circles and fall down. They go in backward circles and fall down. They don't have any logic, is what I'm saying. They go in backward circles and fall down. Like, their method. Like, they keep trying to do the same method over and over and over. They go in backward circles and fall down. They're insane. They're rabid. They're not, like, they have to be fucking terminated. They shouldn't still be here. They're dead. They're fucking dead. They shouldn't still be here. They should have been removed from manifested vibrating creation already long ago. Again, it doesn't give me the warm and fuzzies about whatever's outside of here. It's fucking disturbing and very concerning. Personally, I need to get the fuck out of here. I know what the truth of things is. I know these bitches should have already been removed long ago. I know that there shouldn't be obstruction in universal law correction. Like, this shit is fucking toast. It's time to get the fuck out, is what time it is. Whether it's off this planet and somewhere else into the universe, or just out of this fucking universe into another universe that's a better that matches, that's, what am I trying to say here? That's balanced and operates in balance, in logic, in reason, and is sane and operates out of love, a love-based universe. So when I encourage others to try and think about what you want for your existence, for your being, and try to imagine moving your being, your vessel, to other places, I know some may laugh because they think that this is all that there is. They have a hard time fathoming leaving the planet. They have done so much lying and so much obstruction of the truth. We should organically be able to move our vessels, to travel. Our vessels are our vehicles. They allow us to move from place to place. That includes different planets, different star systems. It's a matter of operating your light body and becoming less dense and working with the cells in your body. Like what I'm saying is they've hidden that truth. They've hidden many truths because they're trying to keep you food. They're trying to keep you trapped here. What I'm saying is those are natural, they're very organic things that we should already be doing. We should already be able to just think of a place and transport ourselves there via our light body, our astral bodies. It is possible. That's one more reason why they've been trying to do all the raping and trying to obstruct humanity from evolving. Those moving our vessels, traveling in our vessels is an organic thing. And they've tried to obstruct. So personally, because I know that I'm able to do those things, I need to get the fuck out of here. The issue is they keep forcibly regressing. And they're not allowed to do that. They keep obstructing universal law correction. They're not allowed to do that. They keep using the frequency weaponry to interfere with my frequencies against the revocation of my consent. Here's the thing, I can extract myself from the system. I can pull them off. The problem is they keep coming at me, and that should not be the case. Once they're removed, and once I extract myself from the system, that should be the end of their nasty. That should put a stop to all their fuckery. So the fact that they just keep coming at me, that is an indication of larger fucking issues. So either the star system has gone very awry, or this entire universe has gone very awry. There's a lot of corruption. There's a lot of complicitness. There's a lot of fuckery. These bitches have been doing this a long time. They're trying to sustain their stay in places where they should not be. Because they've been raping humanity a long time to try and stay in those places. It's got to fucking stop. Humanity needs to take its rightful place in the higher dimensions. And these bitches need to be terminated permanently. And the artificial frequency fence has to be fucking destroyed. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. For benevolent beings, know that you are strong and powerful. Believe in yourself. Have faith in yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your knowledge and your wisdom. Trust that you know the fucking truth of things. Trust that you can be in command of your own being, that you can get yourself out of here. Believe and know that our vessels are our vehicles, and it is organic, natural to be able to move from place to place in our vehicles, and that there shouldn't be some demonic, dead, animated horror trying to obstruct you and trying to rape your stuff. That's not how this works. They've been running the engine fucking backwards for a very long time. The shit's about to fucking implode. They're trying to obstruct benevolent beings from knowing the truth of things, because it ends their shit. Do you see? Do you see why there's been such a campaign to try and harm benevolent beings? Because once we know the truth of things, we can end them. We stand in the presence of full universal laws, authentic universal laws. We stand in contradiction to their lies, cons, and deceit for all this time. And that's what they're trying to they've been trying to either harm or eliminate benevolent beings knowing the truth of things. I mean, are you starting to see the bigger picture of the shit show they've been running here? So stand your, I'm sorry, I was trying to wrap this up. So just make sure that you stand your ground. That as you know the truth of things, and you're going with your knowledge and your wisdom from prior timelines here, for as long as you've been here, and if you really feel the truth frequency in what you know that you know the truth of things, stand your fucking ground. Stand your ground. Know that these bitches have been trying to, have been working on violating universal laws just to try and pass off the lie. Just to try and get a being to believe the con, to believe the deceit. So, as you know that, and you know that you know the truth of things, stand your fucking ground. know that they're using technology to obstruct universal law correction, they shouldn't be doing that. That should not be a thing. That should not be going on. So benevolent beings, knowing those things, will put them in a better position to better protect themselves and better help themselves navigate. And we need to get that fence fucking shut off. Holding higher frequency and vibrations, as long as you're directing those directly to universal laws outside of the artificial frequency fence, that does help. It's just the whores have been trying to rape those artificial, or they have been trying to rape those frequencies, and they try to do other things with the frequencies that they rape. And if they do put them through the fence, they do it in a drip by drip fashion, because they're trying to obstruct universal law correction. So if you are able to hold higher frequencies and vibrations and get really excited about things and really happy about things, that's awesome. That's great. Just make sure that you're directing those frequencies and emotions yourself to outside the artificial frequency fence, directly to universal laws and the, overall the universe itself, bypassing the fence. And know that we should already be in higher dimensions at this point, and that we should naturally be using our vessel to travel. They've been trying to use your astral body for other things. The shit's gotta fucking stop. They're dead entities. They shouldn't even be here. So work on trying to acknowledge the truth of things, and then work on trying to get yourselves out of here. Unless we can totally break the fence. If we can totally break the fence, then this whole place is immediately exposed to universal laws without any kind of technological interference. And as I've stated before, you are going to see some things you've never seen before at a speed you do not recognize. All right. Do your best to stay strong. Until next time.